Could your team have given you any more today?
No, absolutely not.
Much to admire. What did you like the most?
Everything. You play standing, so of course difficult long balls with Buju, Ellington, and the pace they have, especially Sang missing. But yeah, perfect afternoon for night.
Even more perfect because it came off the back of that disappointment against Madrid. And even though you say, if we've got it, put it out of our mind, until you go out there, do you never really know?
What this team have done, did you have any doubt about that?
No, I asked you, do you never really know as the manager until you're actually out there?
Yeah, absolutely, but I didn't.
You didn't doubt them?
Absolutely not. We are 5 years doing this, every 3 days. Sometimes, for one action you can go to a competition because the opponents are good too, and if some people doubt it because they still don't know this team, what they're able to do. So we're not talking about winning or losing, but it's not one afternoon, one night. How many years? Being there every 3 days, all the time. And after will be ex-former players talking about the lack of character or personality. Not even playing football, they understand what does it mean these games. So it's one of the best groups I ever trained and been in my life.
We just spoke to Jack Grealish and also Rodri, and they said, obviously, after midweek, that was huge for us mentally. To not just win today, but to win so well. Would you go along with that?
Yeah, absolutely. We passed through the, two tough days, but today we spoke for the first time. I said, you have a perfect life in a perfect club. So our fans, when they are disappointed, they don't behave. Our fans, like coming here for the day one in the warm-up and everything, cheering and supporting for the day one. So the fans don't doubt about these guys has done this many, many, many years. Many, many, many years. And we just 3 points up front, 9 points to play, goal difference 4 points ahead and 4 goals ahead. So another final on Wednesday. One of the teams always has suffered a lot these last 2, 3, 4 years, like since Nuno took over, and now with Bruno, and it's absolutely final for us.
As the goals were going in, how conscious were you of the goal difference?
Of course, we talk about that in the half-time. So we spoke about important is win, but don't play to score goals, play to play football. But when you have the chance to do it, and football, with 3-0, they have 1-1 against Eddie. It can be 3-1, he save it, and after we score 2 goals at the end. So doing the same, there's a big difference right now.
What happened with Ruben Diaz?
Muscular problems, we'll see what happens. But we have 13 players and half, because Nathan is not in perfect condition, so we have 13 players, no central defenders for these 3 days. But I'm not worried at all, because when one team is there, if Phil Foden has to play the central defender, he will play the central defender.
Really?
No.
Well done today, Pep.
Thank you.